Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all doing fantastic. Today we got a nice little 737 flight from Anchorage to Juneau. Juneau is one of my favorite arrivals in the United States, and you should see why a little bit later in the video, but I do want to say thank you for all the support on the channel. I know I was late uploading last week. I'm moving the uploads to Fridays, so hopefully they'll have a little bit of a better time getting out into the internet over the weekend when people can actually sit down and watch videos. But with all of that out of the way, the intro out of the way, we'll go ahead and get the plane loaded up, get the APU started, and we will get the heck out of Anchorage. So thank you all for watching, and I hope you enjoy. Alrighty, and while we're getting everything set up in the plane, I'll go ahead and give you all a little bit of a departure briefing here, just so there's something more going on than just the sound of buttons in the background. Today we're Alaska Flight 62 with service from Anchorage to Juneau. Right now we're at Charlie 7 gates, and we'll push back out of here, taxiway Echo and Kilo to runway 33 for departure. And we're going to be using the turnaround 8 departure today, which is going to have us take off of runway 33. 600 feet, we'll make a right-hand turn to the Anchorage VOR, and then we will fly direct from there to Napto, and then we will make a left-hand turn and be on our departure, or on our flight plan. There's no ATC. We're on VATSIM right now, just in the off chance that ATC or some other traffic shows up. But since there's no ATC, I'm going to go ahead and put in 37,000 feet for cruise, and we'll just fly our way all the way up there. We have V speeds 140 V1, 140 VR, and 148 for V2, flaps 5, everything pretty usual there. And then we also have 163 plugged into the MCP for our V2 plus 15. So outside of that, we'll go ahead and jump outside. We'll get the APU started, and then we'll get this thing started up and head on out of here.
Release parking brakes.
Alrighty, we have the APU started and we are ready for engine start. So we'll go ahead and start the block timer. Release the parking brake.
Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
We have the packs off, so we'll go ahead and start engine number 2. Alright, that's a good engine start on engine number 2. Go ahead and spin up engine number 1 now. 25% on N2. Alrighty, the tow truck is disconnected. We'll go ahead and set flaps 5 for departure. There's flaps 5. We'll get the auto brake to RTO, get the bottom screen off. Jump up here. Engines on the bus. Probe heat on. Hydraulic A pumps on. Packs on. Isolation valve auto and APU bleed. Turn that off. Get the engine start switches continuous, taxi light on, and we should be good to taxi. Anchorage traffic, Alaska 62, taking off runway 33, turnaround 8, departure. Anchorage traffic. All right, we are good to go. There's no other air traffic around us, so we won't waste any time. Get the auto throttle armed. Coming out onto the runway, we'll get the strobe lights on, rather. Wing lights on, landing lights on, everything on. Get lined up here. Start the clock. Throttles to 40%. And toga. Some forward pressure on the yoke.
knots.
80 knots checked. There's our V1 rotate. Bring the nose up.
Positive rate of climb.
And bring the gear up. And we'll start this right-hand turn. Alright, we're overflying the Anchorage VOR right now. I think what we're going to do is we'll come down here and we'll go ahead and go direct Juliet Oscar Hotel. So we'll go ahead and give ourselves a little shortcut, make the left turn to get us on our flight plan here. Alright, we're climbing up through 10,000 feet now. We'll get the landing lights off. We'll go ahead and bing the cabin. Let them know we're climbing through 10,000 feet. And we're pretty much good and well away from here on out. So we'll let ourselves climb up a little bit. Just about 60... Just kidding, opposite. 100 miles. Wait a minute. 40, 80... 120 miles till our top of descent. So our top of descent, top of climb. I am all over the place. I apologize. 120 miles till our top of climb. So we'll climb out of here and I'll catch back up with you when we get a little bit closer to cruise. Alrighty, we have made it up to our cruising altitude, 37,000 feet over beautiful mountainous Alaska. Really been enjoying the views, looking out the windows and looking at all the mountains and everything. We jump down here to the progress page, has us arriving in Juneau at 4:20 Zulu, blaze it. Right now it is 3:25 Zulu, so just under an hour until we get there. I think with that, go ahead and sit back, relax, enjoy the nice cruise. I'll give you all a montage and I will catch back up with you when we are just before our top of descent. So I will see you all here in just a little bit. Alrighty, we have started our way down into Juneau, so let's go ahead and get this arrival plugged in. So what we're going to be taking is the RNAV arrival for runway 08. And we're going to be taking the RNAV arrival for runway 08 from Sister Island. So if we go in here, we will grab RNAV Victor, runway 08, from Sister Island, SSR. And we'll get that popped in there, and you see it's adjusting our vertical profile there a little bit. So we come down to our legs, we need to make sure everything here is golden and good, which it is all the way up to the runway 08. We'll grab that, go to fix, pop that in. We'll put in our usual 5 mile, 10 mile, and 15 mile range rings so we can see exactly where we're at as we get closer and how close we are. So now that we got that plugged in, we'll come down here to our init ref page. Actually, we want to go to our prog page. We're going to land with 9.4 thousand pounds of fuel. Right now we have 10.1, so we'll subtract 0.6, which will give us 138.4 for our gross weight. And we can grab our VREF and put that in there. 145, which means our V approach will be 150. Outside of that, it's just a matter of descending down, and we'll be flying this really fun approach once we get a little bit closer. Alright, we're just crossing over Sister Island VOR right now. I went ahead and pulled our speed back to 210 just so we can be sure that we're able to slow down as we're descending into Juneau. Since it is a weird arrival, I'd like to come in just a little bit slower. Don't want to be in a rush and then overfly the runway and be off into a mountain somewhere. We don't want that. So final preparations here, we can go ahead and arm the speed brake, get our auto brakes to 3 since it is a weird approach and a little bit shorter of a runway. Already have our VREF in, so now it's just a matter of flying the approach and getting us on the ground safely, hopefully, anyway. Alright, we're turning on the final here. Gonna go ahead and drop flaps 10 for a little bit more drag. Still have our speed brake armed, auto brakes armed, everything's good there. So this arrival and this final approach is offset, and you're gonna see a little bit easier when we get closer to the airport. We can see the airport there, and the runway runs diagonally from where we're lining up to it. So it's a little bit of an offset approach, but it should be a pretty beautiful one with the ice on the water and the evening golden hour vibes going on right now. All right, we're through 2,500 feet, so let's go ahead and drop the gear down and get fully set up for landing. So gear coming down. Juneau traffic, Alaska 62s on a 5 mile final, runway 08, Juneau traffic. All right, 5 mile final. I'm gonna go ahead and take control. My throttles. And my airplane. Let's set this thing down. Thousand feet checked. Should be good for visual with the terrain, so we're fine. Go ahead and bring in a right-hand turn just a little bit here.
200. 100. 50. 30. 20. 10.
We're down. Full reverse. And decel. $60 knots, reverser's coming out. We can go to manual braking. We'll take this next turn off here. We'll tax it into the gate. Stopping the clock. Flaps up. Speed brakes in. We'll start cleaning the plane up a little bit. Alrighty, we're pulling up to the gate now. GSX is actually working today. I am surprised. No profile or anything. It did give us United Gates though. But that's alright. There we go, that should be good enough. We'll jump up here. APU on the bus. Parking brake set, and we'll shut her down. Alrighty everybody, that's going to do it for us today. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, comment down below what you want to see, what you enjoyed, what you think of Juneau, and don't forget to subscribe. Channel's been growing pretty steadily and I really do appreciate it. You know, this is just a fun hobby, fun little passion project for me, and I'm really enjoying doing it. I'm glad you all are too. So thank you all for watching. You all stay safe. Stay healthy, and I will see you all in the next time. What the fuck did I just say? Well, I will see you all in the next one. I don't know. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll see you.